The 1-16 matchup in the Midwest played in Wichita, Kansas. Number 1, Houston. Number 16, SIU Edwardsville. Houston laying 28.5.
Which SIU is it?
Sweet.
What's their mascot?
They are the SIU Edwardsville Cougars.
It's to be determined.
So the Cougars are going to win.
That's right. The Cougars are going to win. Houston's the Cougars also.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. For the audience.
Dave.
Yeah, I mean, how much time do we need to spend on this? I mean, SIU wasn't
enough to give us a winner.
The SIU, it wasn't even the best team in the Ohio Valley Conference. In fact, they lost to Doug Gottlieb's Green Bay team by 25 points. And I mean, I think sacrificial lamb might be an understatement here.
Doug Gottlieb did not have a good year coaching.
No, he did not.
All right, so let's think about this now. We're thinking about this as saying favor or pass then, right? Because let's not act. When people say, well, this isn't really a handicap because it's so obvious. Yeah, it's obvious. Maybe you don't want to play the dog, but it's not obvious you want to lay the lumber. Because if you're
I'm going to play the money line.
Okay, so most people know about this one, but give a little history, Fez, on this.
So 2 years ago, Purdue was a 23-point favorite, and I bet Purdue $80,000 on Purdue laying like minus 4,500 because 23.
But real quick, this is something that was a system you do, and the system is a variation of if it's a number 1 seed, they're laying 23 or more.
That's right,
Okay.
and one seed's just even the ones that weren't laying 23 were 155-1. Now they're 155-2.
Well, you've won since.
Yes.
Now you had one like the next year that was tight late, right?
Well, I in the conference tournaments I played DePaul. I think it was Connecticut, and DePaul had the lead with DePaul Seton Hall, and DePaul had the lead.
Like 4 or 5 minutes left, right?
They had the lead with 4 or 5 seconds left.
Oh my God!
It was like
you had the same bet on that.
I made a 3 with 10 seconds left, down 2.
But you made the same bet on that one.
Yeah.
You might
not as much. Not as much.
You might have retired if you lost that one.
Yeah, but I mean, the bottom line, it's been 2 years. I played a whole bunch of bridge jumpers, and that's still the only one I've lost.
No, so first off, if anyone questions this, why would he lie, right? But number 2, just search for Steve Fezzik. ESPN did a huge thing on it, right?
Yeah, and Jeff Benson always is more than happy it sees the Circus Sportsbook Manager. He's like, yep, Fezzik did that.
But you believe though that if you add up all your lay prices of over. What threshold would we say? Over what?
I think we'll say, 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 is a good number.
So 30 to win 1 or more, you're up, even with that $80,000 odds.
Oh, yeah.
I'm skeptical on that. Dave, what are you doing with that keyboard? He's like drumming. He's drumming on that thing.
No, I wasn't either. I was trying to calculate out what the team totals would be for this game.
All right.
Dave wants to play SIU under the team total.
Is that right?
What he's doing. I'm guessing.
What are you thinking, Dave?
It's roughly going to be 48, and you're absolutely right, Fez. I would.
All right, I have a better bet. to make. This is available.
So you're telling Diamond Dave a better way to bet.
He's going to agree with me immediately.
Team total is 48.5 for SIU Edwardsville.
So I don't know how many books have this, but there's a prop out there. The lowest scoring team in the NCAA first round.
Okay.
Right? Guess what that number is? Now, the SIU number is 48.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think the number should be?
Well, what's the other numbers that are low?
Well, I mean, this is the lowest, but I don't have all of them.
Okay, then I don't know how I could calculate.
Fair enough. But it's 45.5, and where my point is, a team could just suck. I mean, literally, it happens. So
it's no. I'm sorry, I was confused. I thought the bet was which team will score the least.
No, you
points.
get the field. You get everybody. You get all 64
and will
teams.
They score less than 40?
With the lowest scoring team. And frankly, you can get a total that's 138, and that team can lose 80 to 50. It happens all the time. Or 80 to 45.
And that's just in the first round.
Yeah.
Your choice is you can bet under 58.5.
48.
And have
48.
Under 48.5 and have one team, or go under 45 and have
get everybody.
Dave, I think he's right.
Last year, lowest scoring first-round team was Colorado State, 44 points.
Winner.
What do you think, Dave?
I can't argue. He's right.
Yeah, but again, some people might not have access to that.
That's right. And it wasn't an obscure book, but other books might copy it. I've seen this prop get put up at other books. If they're still putting these props up.
Yeah.
But like that Colorado State game, I'm sure their team total in that game, that wasn't a low total, right? That was just a weird, bizarre game, right? It happens.
And the last 4 years, someone scored less than 45 in the first round. So
4-0.
Yeah. All right, that's
Post-COVID.
interesting. And this year's scoring is generally aligned with the last couple years, league-wide?
Yeah.
Or across basketball? Okay, so, by the way, this is a good little aside here, Fez, but this is for Dave, too. If let's say I said the line on the game was, the total was 140 and the spread was 10. How? No, I'm sorry. Let's say 140.
I like that.
Let's say 140 and the spread is 16. How would you explain mathematically how you would do that?
Well, I do it the stupid way. All right, this is how I do it. I take the 140 and divide by 2. And I say both teams score 70 if it was pick 'em.
Yes.
Then I go up and down. So say 74, 66.
Okay. That's how I used to do it too?
Yeah.
Well, what I would do first is I would subtract out the spread, divide by 2, then add it back in.
But either way.
Yeah. But actually, there's a way I figured out, or someone, I think it was GPT, showed me in Excel, which is you take this total, you add the spread to it with the minus or the plus counting. So you subtract the spread from it. So thus, if the spread's -3, you're going to effectively add 3, right? And then divide by 2, and that's it. So it's like, let's just say it's 140 minus 6, 146 divided by 2. Boom, that is going to be the favorites.
Oh,
over
okay.
it. So, it's kind of just algebra going in, putting the thing. But it's actually a lot easier in a spreadsheet to do it that way because you don't have to, because if you don't, you have to know who the favorite is to do it our way in a weird way.
Yeah,
right?
I'm so used to doing it that it's hard for me. It's like someone who card counts using one system and asking them to go from a plus minus one system to like a different system,
or to say even instead of plus 100. It's.
I just did it the way you just explained.
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
It's a lot simpler.
It came exactly 77.7. Like that is so simple. I've been doing it the Fez way my whole life.
Right? It's like a 4-part algebra problem.
No,
I've been doing it the Fed way, and I'm too old to change. So.
I'm the same way.
I got a lot. I mean, it just But again, the funny thing about your way in Excel, it's kind of tough because you got to because if you're programming for a whole row,
it's like you have to explain how you tie your shoe. It's really complicated.
That's true. That's true.
And pull.
All right,
Daddy.
So Dave, you still like the under? Now that's an interesting question. When a big favorite in the tournament wins and covers, is it usually they score more points, or is it they're holding the other team to less points?
Usually they're holding the team down. I think these big favorite games go under. Am I right, Scott?
I have data with the number 1 seeds just over the last 7 tournaments that I saw this out there. Their opponent's team total has averaged 59 points per game. So in the 1 seed games,
do they go over or under though?
It's just they're 14-6 to the under.
Mackenzie,
with the opponents at 59 points per game.
on that?
Yeah, just for 1 seeds in the first round. Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, Dave mentioned Wisconsin's totally different team. This Houston team is not your Houston team, which typically is tough, hard-nosed, plays really great defense and can't shoot. These guys can really shoot.
Okay.
They're really good three-point
shooters.
shooters.
Wisconsin can shoot? It seems like everyone can shoot these days.
No, just those two.
Oh,
Michigan can't shoot.
Okay.